Welcome to Bears Now by Chat Sports. I'm Harrison Graham, rocking the FGB t-shirt. You know what it is. If you want to get an FGB shirt, go to chatsports.com/FGB. That link will be in the description and comments of this video. Thought I'd bring you guys a video here on Sunday from the house. Just some rumors that are circulating, some other storylines as well, and never got to hit on this story on Friday, so I thought I'd hit on it now. Jonah Williams, the Bengals offensive tackle, has requested a trade, according to NFL insider Ian Rappaport of NFL Network. Williams is entering the fifth year of his rookie contract after Cincinnati opted into his fifth-year option before this past season. And the Bengals tried to kind of pull a fast one by signing Orlando Brown to play left tackle. They thought they could just move Jonah Williams to right tackle. All would be good and well. Jonah Williams said, not so fast. I want to play left tackle, and if you're not going to play me at left tackle, I'm going to request a trade and see if someone else will. So that's kind of where we're at. Now, obviously, the reason we're talking about this on Bears Now is the Bears could use an offensive tackle, whether it's a left or a right. You got Braxton Jones at left tackle, which I like him there. It would take a really good player to try and move him to right, in my opinion. And that's really the question. If Jonah Williams is hell-bent on playing left tackle, is he good enough to trade for and play at left tackle to move Braxton Jones to right? Some might say yes. Some might say no. I would be hesitant because he's kind of trended down the past couple of years. He's still a good player, but his PFF grades across the board, the pressures allowed, that's all trended in the wrong direction the past two seasons. Now, Joe Burrow is a quarterback who holds the ball a little bit longer, so that could influence that. But Justin Fields is a quarterback who likes to take an extra half second sometimes as well with the ball in his hands because he's looking to make the big play. Now, Justin's got to improve in that area, but if Fields is going to be a quarterback that's, not Peyton Manning getting the ball out within 2 seconds every time, then maybe Jonah Williams isn't the best fit. I mean, he's allowed 85 pressures over the past two seasons, and that's just in the regular season. I would make a strong argument that he is not good enough to trade a real draft pick for, probably a day 2 pick, then move Braxton Jones to right tackle after seeing his development and growth as a rookie in year 1. I think Jonah Williams is solid. I think he's a good player. But am I trading a good pick plus moving Braxton Jones over to right tackle to get him? I don't know if I would go that far. Now, could you, buy low, play him at right tackle? I don't know. It seems like he doesn't want that. It seems like he wants to play left tackle because, like Orlando Brown, he probably knows that left tackles make more money in the NFL than right tackles do. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I would be kind of surprised if the Bears were interested here. I don't think they'll make this move for Jonah Williams. We'll see if Cincinnati does end up dealing him, but he appears unhappy with how they've moved with the whole Orlando Brown situation, and I don't blame him for that. But for Chicago, I think that they'll probably stand pat for now and look in other areas for the offensive line. Probably most likely the draft after signing Nate Davis to play guard. I would think they're going to look for a right tackle or a left tackle, then move Braxton Jones to right tackle with the draft pick acquisition. Now, what do you guys think? Should the Bears trade for Jonah Williams? Type T for trade, that they should trade for him, or type P for pass, that they should pass on Jonah Williams? Get your votes in the comments section. This will be the pinned comment on today's video, so if you get hit with an ad break, respond right there. All right, let's go to the other story here, or next story, I should say. Then we'll hit some kind of rapid-fire stories. Yannick Ngakoue, what's the latest here? Well, I've been pushing for him as a Bear for a few days now. I've tweeted about it. We've talked about it on the show. Former Bears front office scout Greg Gabriel, who does good work, go check him out on Twitter, reports that what he's hearing is the Colts don't plan on re-signing Ngakoue after they signed Samson Ebukam as an edge rusher. So it appears that they're just going to let Ngakoue go. They're not going to, try and get involved in some kind of bidding war or something like that, which I find interesting. I think it is, notable and fascinating that teams continue to just kind of let Ngakoue go. I think it's because he's not the best run stopper, but if you're the Bears, you could do a lot worse than Yannick Ngakoue. This guy has 8+ sacks in all 7 years of his career, including 9.5+ in each of the past 2 seasons. You need guys that can get the quarterback, and he absolutely can do that. Like, if I'm Chicago, I'm trying to sign Ngakoue now. I'm trying to do it yesterday, the day before. Like, this is easily the most productive sack pass rusher on the market right now, and it doesn't seem like you're going to have to break the bank to get him. I mean, he might be like 8, 10, 12 million bucks at most. Now maybe I'm wrong, but typically the longer you wait, the less these guys get. So, maybe Ryan Poles is playing a patient game here, but if I can get him at around $10 million per year, sign me up. I think this guy is super underrated. I've never heard of anything about him being, bad in a locker room. Like, everywhere he goes, he's productive. So it does confuse me a bit. And look, if you want more complete players, if you're the Bears, I get that. But he's 27 years old and is a consistent sack producer. Even if the numbers, if advanced analytics would say those numbers are inflated, well, so what? Even if he's a 5 or 6 sack guy, which he's always been 8 or more for whatever reason, that's pretty consistent to me. That's still better than anything you've got. Jaquan Brisker led the team with 4 sacks last year. You got to get more guys on this defensive line. You just do. I'm drawing a blank right now, but the guy you signed from Tennessee who had 7 sacks last year, nice addition. You need more, though. You need more, and I think you get Ngakoue now, and then you add a piece or two in the draft, you're going to be sitting a lot better than you were. So I really would like to see this happen. I know a lot of Bears fans are interested in signing him. DeMarcus Walker, by the way, the name that was blanking my mind. He's the player who had 7 sacks last year that the Bears brought on. I like that addition, but Ngakoue has been more consistent for a lot longer than DeMarcus Walker. Imagine bringing both of them in. You could do a whole lot worse. Are you guys with me? Do you want Ngakoue? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know down in the comments section, but I think getting this guy on board makes a ton of sense for the Chicago Bears. Now hit that subscribe button here on Bears Now by Chat Sports. We're closing in on 64,000 subscribers. Can we get there by our live show on Tuesday? And by the way, I think we're going to go live at 5 o'clock Central on Tuesday, so take that mental note. If that changes, I'll let you know, but I've got a baby appointment Tuesday with Hannah being 36 weeks now. My wife, for those of you who don't know, so we're getting closer to the finish line there. So 5 o'clock Tuesday, but subscribe to the channel. More news, rumors, free agency, draft coverage. We're not going anywhere. We'll continue to bring you the latest on the Bears. All right, let's hit some other stories here. Some other Bears news and rumors headlines. The Bears are reportedly going to bring in Arkansas center Ricky Stromberg in for a top 30 NFL draft visit. He joins Paris Johnson Jr. and Jalen Duncan out of Maryland as offensive line prospects that are set to visit Halas Hall. I like Stromberg. He might be my second favorite center in this class after John Michael Schmitz. I think he could start as a rookie if you needed him to, but he could also be a guy that you draft in the 3rd, 4th round, and then you have him sit behind either Cody Whitehair or Lucas Patrick. Maybe you pick one and cut the other, but I like him a lot. He plays with kind of a nastiness that you like offensive linemen to play with. He was a leader for that Arkansas offense, so I like that. There's another rumor going around that Georgia defensive tackle Jalen Carter is still considered a top 10 pick according to most scouts and GMs. The Bears pick at number 9, obviously. Could they be in the mix there? He is also slated to make a top 30 draft visit to Halas Hall. Ryan Poles told us that. I believe last week after his pro day, he said we're going to bring him in and try to learn more about him because obviously Carter had a terrible showing at the pro day, overweight, couldn't get through drills, just a bad look. But the talent is obviously there. Will the talent be reached? That's the big question there because people are unsure about his commitment and some character questions there. Another one, D'Onta Foreman, new Bears running back who signed a 1-year, $3 million deal, said he was brought to Chicago to be the guy, in his words. Obviously, he's not a dumb guy. He'll have to compete with Khalil Herbert for that starting role, but I think Herbert's RB1, but in terms of I don't think we should just kind of roll over the fact that Foreman's just a guy. I mean, this player is coming off the best year of his career with over 900 yards rushing. Carolina trades Christian McCaffrey to the 49ers, and Foreman just goes off. I mean, he has this great season, and I really like what his attitude, and that should be his attitude. Like, hey, I'm good enough to be the starter. And either way, it may not matter because I think both these guys are going to get a lot of touches in this offense, and that's the main thing. Feed off each other, ride the hot hand. I mean, that's kind of how the Bears did it last year. Whoever was running better, they would kind of roll with that. So I'm excited for the Herbert Foreman combo. You got Travis Homer as your scat back RB3 type who can, blitz pick up a little bit and be someone to dump the ball off to. So I think this new look backfield is going to be interesting. But curious what Bears fans think. Who do you think is RB1 heading into the offseason? Type DF for Deontay Foreman, type KH for Khalil Herbert. Excited to see these guys run in this Bears backfield next year. And then some Robert Tonyan contract details have come in. PFF's Brad Spielberger had this note, really good deal here for the Bears. Base value $2.65 million, gets a $750,000 signing bonus. $500,000 of the $1.29 million in salary is fully guaranteed. Can reach up to $500,000 in game roster bonuses, $100K in workout bonuses, and then $750,000 in incentives. So 2.65 base, less than $3 million for a guy who had 11 touchdowns a couple years ago. Really good value. I think he's a rock solid tight end too, and he's proven to be a quality tight end 1 if you need him to be. So you pair him with Cole Kmet, you're sitting good. Maybe you draft someone in this draft that's loaded with tight end talent. So certainly am excited about that. All right, guys, I hope you've had a good weekend. I'm already stressed. My alma mater, TCU, plays in about 4 hours from now against Gonzaga in the second round. I was tweeting my way through the first round as thought Arizona State was going to get us, but live to see another day. We'll see if my Frogs can win tonight. Hope you're enjoying March Madness. Hope you enjoyed St. Patrick's Day a couple of days ago, and I hope you're enjoying the content here on Bears Now. And if you are, like we said, hit the sub button, turn on the notifications, support the movement as we stride toward 64,000 subs. All right, I'm Harrison Graham. You can find me on social media at HGrahamNFL on Twitter. It's at HGrahamNFL on Instagram. That is where you can find me. Bears offseason still heating up. They still got about $39-40 million in cap space. So, moves aren't done. Moves aren't done. Stay patient. Week 2 of free agency is upon us. I'm excited for that. So, bear down, FGB, chatsports.com/FGB. Link in the description and comments for the t-shirts. And we will see you soon. Bear down.